All right, let's be honest. How many of you have woken up sucked in your stomach so hard your eyeballs almost popped out, only to still see a stubborn roll hanging right over your jeans? And this is after you put in the work, maybe even running 5 miles the night before, just like I used to. If cardio and crunches were truly the magic bullet, I should have had abs for days, right? Instead, my waistline just kept inflating like a balloon at a kid's party. It was beyond frustrating. I felt like I was doing everything right, pushing myself, eating what I thought was healthy, but getting nowhere fast. Then, almost by accident, I stumbled across a 5-step daily ritual. And here's the kicker. It involved no detox teas that taste like regret, no rabbit food diets that leave you hungry, and definitely no 2-hour gym sessions that eat up your entire evening. In just 8 weeks, my measuring tape lost 2 full inches, and the best part? My sanity stayed perfectly intact. This wasn't about deprivation. It was about smart, consistent action. I'm telling you, stick around for step 4. It was the sneaky game changer, the one that finally flattened the fluff and, more importantly, kept it off for good. Before we even think about torching that first fat cell, do yourself a massive favor, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. That way you won't miss the next time I share these oddball hacks that actually genuinely work. You'll definitely want to be in the loop. Section 1, Step 1, 10-minute faster power walk. Every single morning before my coffee even thinks about brewing, before the email avalanche begins, and often before my dog has even managed a full stretch, I lace up my shoes and walk. Not a jog, not a sprint, just a good, solid, brisk walk. We're talking 10 minutes of arms pumping, cheeks jiggling, fresh air inhaling, walking. And here's the crucial part. It's on an empty stomach. Why fasted? Well, when your body hasn't had any food for several hours, your insulin levels are naturally low. This creates a prime environment for your body to tap directly into its stored energy reserves, specifically that stubborn visceral fat packed around your organs for fuel. It's like telling your body, hey, forget about last night's pasta, go grab that stuff you've been hoarding in the belly. It might sound too simple to be effective, but the science backs it up. Japanese researchers, for example, tracked folks who followed this exact easy protocol for 3 months. What they found was pretty eye-opening. These early morning walkers lost a remarkable 18% more abdominal fat than their counterparts who exercised later in the day. So keep it simple, keep it consistent, get out the door, set your timer for 10 minutes, and just walk. It's a powerful, accessible way to kickstart your day and signal to your body that it's fat burning time. Section 2, Step 2, 20 grams of protein before 10 a.m. Now, when I say protein, I'm talking about real food, not some chalky shake that tastes like a bad decision and leaves you feeling like you just drank sadness. We're aiming for a minimum of 20 grams. Think about it. 3 eggs scrambled with a generous cup of spinach, or a hearty bowl of Greek yogurt topped with a handful of berries and some pumpkin seeds. The goal here is front-loading your day with this vital macronutrient. Why is this so effective? Protein boosts glucagon, a hormone that essentially flips the fat release switch in your body. Beyond that, protein is a master of satiety. A compelling 2022 meta-analysis actually showed that subjects who continuously front-loaded their breakfast with 20 to 30 grams of protein ended up eating 81 fewer spontaneous calories at lunch and a whopping 126 fewer calories at dinner. Over the course of a week, that's like deleting an entire meal without you even noticing you missed it. Plus, the immediate benefit is that you stay full, genuinely full, right up until lunchtime. Those tempting office donuts? They suddenly lose their hypnotic sugary power. You're fueled, focused, and not constantly battling cravings. It sets the tone for the day of smarter eating choices. Section 3, Step 3, Micro Hit at Lunch. Forget the old school hour-long slog on the treadmill. Who has the time for that, especially in the middle of a workday? Instead, I embrace the power of micro hit. I set a timer for a quick 12 minutes, pick just 2 bodyweight moves, say dynamic bodyweight squats and high-intensity mountain climbers, and then I alternate 30 seconds of intense effort followed by 30 seconds of rest. I do this for 6 glorious heart-pounding rounds for each exercise. By the end, I'm usually reaching for a towel, my heart is thumping, but my lunch is still safely waiting for me. This isn't just about burning calories during those 12 minutes. It's about what happens afterward. 12 minutes of high-intensity interval training cranks up something called excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, or EPOC, which most people call the afterburn. According to the American Council on Exercise, this afterburn can keep your metabolism elevated, melting extra calories for up to 24 hours post-workout. You're burning more calories while you're sitting in your afternoon Zoom meeting completely unaware. No fancy gear, no expensive gym membership, and no marathon shower session needed. Just 12 incredibly focused minutes and you're back to work feeling energized and productive. It's the ultimate time hack for fat loss and increased metabolic rate. Section 4, Step 4, 4-7-8 breath sandwich. This is the stealthiest, most understated, yet incredibly powerful weapon in your arsenal. This is the sneaky game changer. I mentioned it earlier, and it's all about stress. Here's the deal. Chronic stress spikes your cortisol levels, and cortisol, that sneaky little hormone, has a nasty habit of parking fat right on your belly. So, my solution. I literally slip a 60-second cortisol killer between every single task in my day. It's the 4-7-8 breathing technique. Inhale deeply through your nose for 4 counts. Hold that breath for 7 counts, then slowly, deliberately exhale through your mouth for 8 counts, making a whooshing sound. Repeat this cycle 4 times. That's it, 1 minute. Harvard preliminary doctors have actually found that this specific pattern can drop cortisol levels by a remarkable 23% compared to unstructured typical breathing. It's not just about feeling calmer, it's about actively signaling to your body to dial down that stress response. I do it after each meeting, before I open a new email, or even just when I feel a moment of tension creeping in. My waistline honestly started responding before my brain even fully grasped what was happening. Remember, consistency beats duration every single time. 4 rounds 4 times a day, and that stubborn belly fat doesn't feel quite so safe anymore. It's a profound yet simple way to manage stress and its direct impact on your body's composition. Section 5, Step 5, Pitch Black Device-Free Sleep Cue. Think of sleep not as a luxury, but as an active, non-negotiable part of your fat loss strategy. One poor night's sleep, and I mean just one, can wreak havoc on your hunger hormones. According to research from the University of Chicago, too little sleep raises ghrelin, the infamous feed me hormone, by a staggering 14%. At the same time, it drops leptin, your I'm full hormone, by 15%. Translation? You wake up absolutely starving, craving chips and sugary junk, not a nutritious, dense chia bowl. Your body is literally primed to overeat and store fat. That's why I created a non-negotiable ritual. Lights off by 10:30 p.m., my phone charging happily in the kitchen far away from the bedroom, and blackout curtains sealed tight like I'm preparing for a cave expedition. This same cue every single night, even on weekends, tells my body it's time to wind down and repair. The results were astonishing. After 8 weeks of consistently getting 7.5 hours of real quality sleep, a follow-up scan showed my visceral fat volume had shrunk by an impressive 11%. Sleep isn't passive. It's when your body actively remodels, repairs, and regulates its fat metabolism. It's where the magic truly happens. If you're sitting there thinking, wow, this actually sounds too doable, then congratulations. You've hit on exactly why it works. It's not about grand gestures. It's about consistent, manageable steps. So, if you're willing to try just one of these steps for the next 7 days, smash that like button and subscribe. Then drop a comment below and tell me which one you pick so we can keep each other honest and motivated. Section 6, putting it together. The real power of this ritual lies in how these 5 steps stack up like perfectly interlocking Lego bricks. Each one builds on the last, creating a synergistic effect that's far greater than the sum of its parts. That morning walk ignites your body's fat release mechanisms right from the start of the day. The protein locks down your appetite, preventing those mid-morning snack attacks and setting a healthy dietary tone. The micro hit spikes your calorie burn and keeps your metabolism buzzing long after you've finished. The targeted breathing keeps that sneaky cortisol quiet, preventing it from sabotaging your effects by storing fat on your belly. And finally, deep restorative sleep seals the entire hormonal deal, optimizing your body's ability to burn fat and recover. Miss one step and the tower wobbles a bit. But string them together daily, consistently, and watch your belly begin to deflate. I actually tracked every single step in a basic notes app on my phone. A green check if I nailed it, a red X if I didn't. By week 3, I had more green checks than red checks, and that's when I noticed it. My pants started sliding off without me even needing to unbutton them. It's a tangible daily reinforcement of your progress. Section 7, common speed bumps. Okay, but I don't have 10 minutes in the morning, I hear some of you saying. Nonsense. Set your coffee maker on a delay, swap out 10 minutes of mindless scrolling on your phone for that walk. And boom, 10 minutes found. It's about prioritizing, not finding extra time. I hate plain eggs. They taste like nothing. Not a problem. Use liquid egg whites for a quick protein boost, or jazz them up with some salsa, hot sauce, or a sprinkle of cheese. Or if eggs aren't your thing, cottage cheese with pineapple, a protein smoothie, or even a handful of almonds and a protein bar can get you to that 20-gram goal. The goal is the protein. The palate is optional. Find what works for you. I work in an open office. I can't breathe like a yoga teacher in front of everyone. Guess what? You don't have to. Take your minute in a stairwell, in your car during a quick break, or even in a restroom stall. 1 minute, completely discreet, and it can make a world of difference to your stress levels and consequently, your waistline. The key is to adapt, not abandon. There's always a way to make these steps fit into your life, no matter how busy or restrictive it seems. Section 8, Results Timeline. So what can you realistically expect and why? Week 1. This is usually when the bloat starts to disappear. You'll likely feel a noticeable increase in your energy levels, and you might even sleep a bit better right away. It's that initial momentum that feels fantastic. Week 3. This is often when people around you start to notice. Coworkers might ask if you've switched moisturizers or if you've been on vacation. Nope. Just less inflammation, a brighter complexion, and a general glow that comes from feeling healthier. You'll definitely feel lighter. Week 6. Hello, belt notch down. Or perhaps you're reaching for those jeans that used to be a bit too snug. Your confidence will be soaring as the visual changes become undeniable. You're not just feeling good, you're starting to look good. Week 8. If you were to get a DEXA scan, you'd likely see a significant drop in visceral fat, concrete scientific confirmation that feeling good wasn't just a mirage. It validates all your consistent effort. After this point, the ritual transitions from being something you do to something that simply becomes part of who you are. You do it because you're the person who does it, not because you're chasing a number on the scale. It's about identity, not just an outcome. Section 9, Maintenance Mode. Once that stubborn belly is gone or significantly reduced, you absolutely can throttle back a little. This isn't about being in full-on fat loss mode forever. For me, I keep the 10-minute walk and the 20 grams of protein daily. Those are non-negotiables for sustainable energy and appetite control. My HIIT sessions might drop to 3 times a week instead of 5, giving my body a bit more recovery time. The 4-7-8 breathing, that stays at 4 times a day because managing stress is just good for life, period. And sleep, that remains sacred. The beauty of this approach is that your body actually starts to defend its new healthier set point when you consistently prove that these habits are non-negotiable parts of your life. It adapts. This is how you avoid the dreaded rebound effect, where all your hard work vanishes as soon as you stop. You've built a sustainable foundation. And yes, crunches are still totally optional. I wasted years thinking that harder was always better. More miles, more sit-ups, more misery, more deprivation. The real ticket to lasting change, especially when it comes to that stubborn belly fat, was found in smaller, repeatable wins done consistently every single day before life gets too noisy and demanding. Disclaimer: the information provided regarding health benefits is for informational purposes only and should not be considered medical advice. Always consult a healthcare professional before starting any new health regimen, treatment, or if you have any questions regarding a medical condition. Individual results may vary and the effectiveness of health benefits can differ based on personal circumstances. The content is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. It really boils down to this simple, powerful mantra: walk 10, eat 20, hit 12, breathe 4, 7, 8, and sleep like it's your most important job. Stack those 5 steps day after day, week after week, and that stubborn belly fat will become nothing more than former belly fat. Try it for just 1 week. Seriously, take a waistline selfie today, then come back and tell me which pair of jeans you had to retire because they're suddenly too big. You've absolutely got this, and be sure to check out our other videos on weight loss and wellness. Thank you so much for watching.